Hello guys, welcome back to Photographics Academy. All right, so in this one, we're going to be retouching this image live here on YouTube. We're going to be doing everything manual. And the beautiful part is that you are getting 2 free gifts in this particular one. So the action we're going to be using for this image, you are getting it for free. And also the color lookup table, we are going to be using to collaborate the image at the end of the day. Without wasting much of your time, let's quickly get started. So I'm going to first of all open up my action panel. So this is the action we're going to be using, and the first action I'm going to click, or rather, the first thing I'm going to do on this image is to take care of the blemishes. And to do that, I'm going to just load up my black and white adjustment layer so that the blemishes can stand out. And I'll use my patch tool and fix the ones that I can. All right, so we're going to be doing our frequency separation next. We're done with the blemishes we need to remove at this moment. The rest, we're going to take care of it during our frequency separation. So I'm going to play my frequency separation action over here. I'll just play it and make sure I keep my objects somewhere where I will still have some textures and still have some smoothness retained. So I'll be keeping it somewhere around 6. Open it up. So I'll pick up my mixer brush too. Turn off my high frequency. Make sure that your sample or layers is turned off unless you are working with correcting tones. But I'm going to be working on my low frequency copy. And I'm going to gradually paint over the image. So for these highlight areas, I'm just doing more like a circular motion. Then for the mid-tone areas, which are these areas, I'm just doing one stroke, depending on where the skin is glowing per time. Down here straight. So one of the beautiful reasons why you might want to turn off your high frequency when doing this, your frequency separation using your mixer brush tool, is so that you will know when the image is smooth. So as you are looking at it, if it's rough, you will know. And if that area becomes very smooth, you know you have gotten that area properly blended. Once you restore textures to it, it's going to still look really amazing. So I'll just go over. So for these areas that have quite a high number of highlights, I'm going to make sure that my brush size is exactly the size of the area I need to paint per time, so that we don't end up flattening the whole neck bone and all of that. Okay, so let's check out what we've done so far. This is the before, this is the after, this is the before, this is the after. Let me show you. All right, so there are a few blemishes I would want to fix in this one. So I'm going to use my clone stamp, reduce it reduce the size, and just fix these few areas. Trick I would want to do, I'll just turn my low frequency, turn off my high frequency, go to my filter all the way down to photo toolbox, and go to skin finder. So I always want to do this whenever I'm done with my frequency separation to give it a little bit of more smoothness and evenness. Okay, so right here in my frequency, in my skin finder, I'm going to make sure the smoothness is quite high. I will increase the fine. Make sure that it's not so coarse. I just need it to be very, very fine and smooth. Then I'll press OK. I know you may not be able to see the difference clearly, but the difference is definitely there. So once I turn on my high frequency, it gives us even a more even look on the face. So now with this being done, it's time for our dodge and burn. So I'm going to turn off my frequency separation and load my dodge and burn. Yeah. So whenever I'm done with my dodge and burn, I'm going to turn the frequency separation back on. So I'll pick up my brush. Make sure you are painting between 2 to 3. I'll painting like 3 using my dodge. So the idea is to make the bright places brighter, the dark places darker. That is just the idea of the whole thing. And that is what we are going to do. So look at this area, our dodge. I think our brush is quite too low. Oh, our flow was also reduced. Yeah. I was wondering why it wasn't doing anything. Still quite too low. Let me keep it somewhere around 8. Good, that works. So I put it there. Gradually glide over all the highlights on the face. Lights in this area as well. So just come over to this highlights. Make it a bit brighter. Center of this ones. You need to make this one very, very strong. So once we are done with our dots, move over to our burn and repeat the same process again. So simply, but your burn is the opposite of your dot. Burn simply means making the places that are dark to appear even darker than it is originally. So that gives your image some dimensions and structure. All right. On down to the neck area. Look at the facial structure. So I'm going to burn here a little, right? Just push it in slightly. Do the same thing over here. And I like to always burn my image around like this, just around the face, to give me some kind of contrast at the edges of the face. So once we are done doing that, we increase our opacity a little, come to the lips. All right, so let me show you the before and the after of what we've done. So I'll group both of them together. This is the before, this is the after. So I'm noticing that my frequency, my dodge isn't so visible over the eye here. I want it to have that contrast. So I'll just add it. Beautiful. Look at that image. Looking really, really amazing. So I need to darken down the eyebrow a little bit, my bone. If you feel like you want to dodge a little bit of your hair, you can as well make this area shine. Okay, so with our retouching done, let's move straight to the next thing we can do to our image to make it pop out. So we'll have our saturation, we'll have the sharpen, we'll have the face contour, which is very important for me. I'm going to play to give me some extra contrast for the face. Look at that. Then the next thing to do is the lip dodge and burn, which I do not want to do because I think I have a very nice lips on my image. Then we'll have the lip glow, which we can as well take care of. So let's play our lip glow and just paint over the lips. All right. So the next thing we need to do to this image is color grading. But before we do color grading, I'm noticing that the image is slightly too dark. Beautiful. So I'm going to merge everything up together. Play my done for you retouch action on it. Then we'll do our color grading. So I'll keep it somewhere around 4 and press play. Alright, so our done for you is properly applied, the before, the after. But this is obviously too much. We revisit like this. Press OK. Then I'll sharpen my image. I notice it's a little bit out of focus. Just sharpen it a little bit. Good. Reduce it a little bit so it doesn't become too rough. Now the last thing we're going to be doing is to apply the color lookup we're going to be using on this one. So I'm going to just go straight to color lookup tables. Load it. So the one we're using is in pictures and is in 3DL format, or rather cube. Add it to remember. Boom, look at that skin. So we need to just bring it down and of course make few adjustments to the image. So go to our color balance, noticing that the highlight has color balance, not color lookup. So the highlights have quite some number of cyan in it. So I'll go straight to my highlights. I want it to be a bit more reddish. Then to my mid-tone, the same thing. I think the reds in my image is too much, so we'll go to our hue and saturation. Go to the red panel, drop it down. It's slightly darker. Selective color. So we're going for something. I think this is too much. Beautiful. So I'm going to merge all of this together. Ctrl G and reduce the effects. Good. Same thing with this one. Color lookup. Drop it down a bit. And we are done. Let me show you the overall before and after. So I'm going to create a snapshot, place this over here, go all the way to the top. So this was the image when we got started. This is the image when we are done retouching. This is the before, this is the after, this is the before, this is the after. Thank you so much for watching this amazing video. Do make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you subscribe, turn on your notification bell to get notified every single time we drop a new video. Until then, see you on the next one.